Torah portion 47. Re'eh, see. Devarim 11 verse 26 to 16 verse 17. Devarim chapter 11. See, a blessing and a curse is set before you. A blessing if the commands of Adonai you do. A curse if you disobey and remain untrue. The curse from Mount Ebal, and from Mount Gerizim the blessing. You shall speak once the Yarden you finished crossing. Devarim chapter 12. On the high mountains, on the hills, and under every green tree, the altars of these nations you must destroy completely. For every abomination they have done, sacrificing in the fire their daughters and sons. All your offerings and first fruits you shall bring to the place Adonai chooses for his dwelling. You are allowed to eat within your gate the gazelle and deer you desire to taste, which will not on the altar be placed. Be strong, for the blood you do not eat. Pour it out, for it is the life in the meat. Remember the Levite as long as you live in the land. You shall provide for him from your hand. Devarim chapter 13. When a deceiving prophet and dreamer does arise, the death penalty is given to get rid of his lies. Adonai is trying your heart and your being, if you will guard to walk only after him. When a brother entices you after other gods secretly, do not agree or spare him, cut him off from this life certainly. When you hear one of your cities has gone after other Elohim, establish if this is true, and it shall never be built again. Devarim chapter 14. Because you are set apart to Elohim, chosen as a treasured possession, don't cut or shave like the nations. Do not eat what is abominable. Eat the ox, sheep, goat, deer, and gazelle. The one that both has a split hoof and chews the cud is clean and desirable for filling you up. Whatever has both fins and scales in the waters is right for you to eat when you slaughter. The clean birds are right, but not the birds of prey. Whatever is torn, you must give away. Cooking a young goat in its mother's milk is not the way. Tithe the grain, new wine, and oil of the field. Bring the firstlings your flock and herd will yield. You eat it where he makes his name dwell. Then you learn to fear Yah always, but bring it in silver when it is too far away. At the end of every 3rd year, bring to your gates all the tithe, that the Levite, stranger, fatherless, and widow can be satisfied. Devarim chapter 15. The debt of your brother you shall release. Every 7th year, this fragrance will Adonai please. If you obey, you shall lend and not borrow, and not be ruled over by nations with sorrow. Give to your poor brother enough for his need. Because of the 7th year, your heart shall not be grieved. For this reason, Adonai blesses you indeed. When you buy a man or woman, being an Ivri, in the 7th year you shall set that one free. You were a slave in Mitzrayim. Remember and know. Give him abundantly from your provisions, you did so. But pierce his ear if he chooses not to go. Your firstborn male of flock and herd do not sell. Eat it at Hamakom, Adonai chose, before your El. But eat at your gates if any defect you can tell. Devarim chapter 16. Unleavened bread with the Pesach you eat 7 days. Guard to do it in Aviv, where Adonai appoints the place. 7 weeks you then count to the feast of Shavuot, when the voluntary offering according to your blessing is brought. After harvesting your threshing floor and vineyard, for 7 days the feast of Sukkot you shall guard. At these appointments, 3 times a year, with your family and neighbor you shall appear, rejoicing with a gift in your hand, walking in his fear.